UMW. UMW has really, really good pollinators. I was joking with my professor that we wish every site was like UMW with just the number of bees there. But UMW had a lot of very early blooming flowers. And what was interesting is that we saw a couple queens, but after that first week, we didn't really see any, and we saw workers a lot earlier in the season than we did at other sites. This is very early summer. And we went to this other location that did not have any flowers. Even now, we're still struggling at the height of bumblebee season to catch bees there. But we did see queens, but they were not pollinating anything, which is why we didn't catch them. We also avoid catching the queens in general because they just don't collect pollen the same way the workers do. And also the queens produce the workers, and instead of like catching that one bee, when you kind of think about it, you just kind of remove the potential for 100 bees. And so that's another reason I don't like touching the queens. But what was interesting was that these queens were still fighting over what little resources they had, and they hadn't been able to sit down and make nests yet. But here at UMW, because of those early blooming species, we did see a lot of workers already very early in the season, and all the queens, they had no need to fight because there's just plenty of resources and habitat, which I thought was very interesting. And that kind of just plays into the importance of not just planting flowers, but also having a wide range of biodiversity to kind of cover all the needs, I guess.
Yeah. And leaving the flowers that grow naturally in your yard, like the
Absolutely.
clover and the dandelions.
So far, clover has been one of the most visited flowers we've seen. Every time we catch.
Is it the white clover?
It is the Dutch white clover. Because one of our sampling sites is LA, and they recently planted the pollinator pepper, which is great for the sweat bees and small native bees that go there. But the bumblebees don't actually like their garden too much. And instead, they go after all the clover that's on all the lawns surrounding it. It was kind of funny. We probably caught a little over 20 bees there, and almost all of them have been all of them have been strictly on clover and not in their pollinator gardens.
Huh. So research what flowers you need in your garden for the bees.